of holding said meeting by posting notice on the bulletin board here at Borough Hall and by emailing the same to the Herald of Cape May County and the Press in Atlantic City on October 15, 2024. In the event of an emergency exit is our front left, your back right, or the door just by the American flag. A couple quick announcements. Just want to do a quick sound check. Vicki, how are we sounding back there?
Sounds good.
Sounds good? Okay, so this meeting is being shown live here today on the borough's Facebook and the YouTube channel. In the event you're watching this meeting, you would like to make a public comment, you can use the dial-in access line. I'll repeat the number for you. It is 888-363-4734, and when prompted, you're going to enter the access code 9699020, followed by the pound or the hashtag. In the event you're watching this meeting live and you are making public comments on the social media pages, YouTube and or Facebook, those are not being monitored. You must use the dial-in conference line. If you watch the recorded version of this meeting and you still have a public comment or would like to ask a question or make a statement, you're more than welcome to email our clerk at clerk@wildwoodcrest.org, or you may phone her at 609-729-8040. Speaking of our clerk, can we have our ordinances, please?
Yes, sir. The first is ordinance 1464 regarding brush maintenance.
A motion that ordinance number 1464 be placed on second reading and final passage by title only.
Second that.
It has been moved and seconded that ordinance number 1464 be placed on second and final reading by title only.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Ordinance 1464 reads as follows. An ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 11, Brush Maintenance, regulating brush, weeds, and debris on all lands within the borough of Wildwood Crest.
A motion that a public hearing now be held on ordinance number 1464.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that a public hearing on ordinance number 1464 now be held.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes. Floor is open for public comments on ordinance number 1464, AKA the brush maintenance ordinance.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Laddish, 104 East Monterey. Where do I get a copy of this ordinance so I can see what's in it?
So it'll be available after this meeting?
It was in the paper when we introduced it.
I live in Pennsylvania, I don't get the local paper.
No problem. I'll have a copy for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Going to the conference line, any public comments on ordinance number 1464 and 1464 only? Hearing no further public comment,
Motion that a public hearing on ordinance number 1464 now be closed.
I'll second it.
it has been moved and seconded that the public hearing on ordinance number 1464 now be closed.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Motion that ordinance number 1464 be passed on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Second that.
It has been moved and seconded that ordinance number 1464 be passed on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Next, we have ordinance 1465 regarding artificial grass.
Motion that ordinance number 1465 be placed on second reading and final passage by title only.
I'll second it.
It has been moved and seconded that ordinance number 1465 be placed on second and final reading by title only.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Ordinance 1465 reads as follows. An ordinance of the Borough of Wildwood Crest, amending and supplementing Chapter 85, Section 85-69, landscaping in all zones of the Land Development Ordinance of the Borough of Wildwood Crest, to further clarify that use of artificial grass or turf has been and continues to be prohibited.
Motion that a public hearing now be held on ordinance number 1465.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded that a public hearing on ordinance number 1465 now be held.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes. Floor is open, public comment, ordinance number 1465.
The turf?
Please come up, just need your name, no address, please.
That has to do with the turf?
Yes.
Lisa Rippo, 9000 New Jersey Avenue. If you already have turf, not a problem. You're not going to have like painting, rip it up or anything?
It has been illegal. This ordinance, this revision to the ordinance just further clarifies that and specifies that artificial turf, grass, astroturf, whatever you want to call it, is prohibited.
Since what time? Since when?
It's been that way for quite some time.
And where would I find that? There's people all over the
existing
island that
one-
have
This
it.
is amending the same ordinance, so the existing, I would say it's on the code, chapter 85, section 85 to 69.
Can you give me that again, please?
Sure, it's chapter 85, section 85-69.
And the reason or initially for the not having turf on your own personal property was for what reason? Do you remember? Do you remember when it was passed, what that reason was
It's
for?
been
Was it to keep
years.
the landscapers in business?
I'm sorry.
Was it to keep the landscapers in business?
I
mean, what-
don't recall that being the issue. I believe it was a recommendation from the planning board, and then the borough commissioner adopted the recommendation from planning board.
Seems like a lot of people didn't know about it. I would have never put it in if I had known. Or, I mean, I'm seeing it throughout the island, so interesting, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? None? Okay, anybody on the conference line, public comment, ordinance number 1465. Okay, hearing no more further comment,
Motion to a public hearing on ordinance number 1465 now be closed.
I'll second it.
it has been moved and seconded that the public hearing on ordinance number 1465 now be closed.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Motion that ordinance number 1465 be passed on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
I'll second it.
It has been moved and seconded that ordinance number 1465 be passed on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Next, we have ordinance 1466 regarding accessory uses.
Motion that ordinance number 1466 be placed on second reading and final passage by title only.
Second it.
It has been moved and seconded that ordinance number 1466 be placed on second and final reading by title only.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Ordinance 1466 reads as follows. An ordinance of the Borough of Wildwood Crest, amending and supplementing the land development ordinance of the Borough of Wildwood Crest, Chapter 85, Section 85-26D, accessory uses in the R1 low-density residential zone, Section 85-30D in the R1A semi-low density residential zone, Section 85-32, area and bulk regulations in the R1A semi-low density residential zone, Section 85-38D, accessory uses in the R2 two-family residential zone, Section 85-55, area and bulk regulations in the MC Marine Commercial Zone, Section 85-58, accessory uses in the hotel, motel, and multifamily zone.
Motion that a public hearing now be held on ordinance number 1466.
Second it.
It has been moved and seconded that ordinance number, second, that a public hearing be held on ordinance number 1466 now be held.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes. Public hearing, ordinance number 1466. Any comments?
What
What up?
are accessory uses?
I'm sorry.
Jennifer Gladish, 104 East Monterey. It's very vague what accessory uses is. What is that?
Sheds. Sheds and things that you can put around on your property.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
Any chance we'll get a dog park there? We've been talking about dog parks for like a long time in Wildwood Crest. There's a lot of crap laying around at the public school here. So just taught the accessory use for the extra ground we might pick up somewhere in Wildwood Crest. There's a gentleman here that's been talking about.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is with respect to this ordinance. That what your comment is not related to this ordinance.
The accessory use?
Sexual use of sheds on your private, personal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she asked what accessory. Okay, my bad. I thought she asked what accessory or,
Uses.
yes.
Accessory uses in their sheds and.
Okay, I thought they were talking about the previous
Yeah,
purchase
no.
of the Pittsburgh Avenue for,
Not yet. Not
Okay.
there yet. Thank you.
Okay,
my bad.
anybody else? Okay, conference line, any public comments on ordinance number 1466? Hearing none?
Motion that a public hearing on ordinance number 1466 now be closed.
Second?
It has been moved and seconded that ordinance number 1466 be passed on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
It should be now be closed. Sir.
Nope. It's
It's
been
been-
seconded, sorry, be passed.
It's been moved and seconded that the
Moved and
public hearing.
seconded, Be passed on second and final reading and advertised according to law. I have it.
Wait, now be closed.
Now be
And now be
closed.
closed.
Yes, okay, roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Motion that ordinance number 1466 be passed on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Second?
Now it's the last
It has
one.
been moved and seconded that ordinance number 1466 be passed on second and final reading and advertised according to law.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
All right. Next, we have ordinance 1467, and it reads as follows. An ordinance of the Borough of Wildwood Crest authorizing the acquisition of real property by the Borough of Wildwood Crest, known as 201 West Pittsburgh Avenue, and designated as Lot 1 in Block 158 on the municipal tax map.
Motion that ordinance number 1467 be passed on first reading, advertised according to law, be brought up for second and final reading, public hearing on August 26, 2025 at 5 p.m.
Second?
It has been moved and seconded that ordinance number 1467 be passed on first reading, advertised according to law, be brought up for second and final reading and public hearing on August 26, 2025 at 5 p.m.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Next, we have ordinance 1468, and it reads as follows. An ordinance providing for the improvement of various road in and by the Borough of Wildwood Crest in the County of Cape May, New Jersey, and appropriating $650,000 therefore from funds available under an ordinance of the borough heretofore adopted.
Motion that ordinance number 1468 be passed on first reading, advertised according to law, be brought up for second and final reading, public hearing on September 10th, 2025 at 9:30 a.m.
Second?
It has been moved and seconded that ordinance number 1468 passed on first reading, advertised according to law, be brought up for second and final reading and public hearing on September 10th, 2025 at 9:30 a.m.
Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
I knew you were going to do
Next,
that.
we have the resolutions. The first is accepting the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over grant from the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety from August 15th, 2025 to September 1st, 2025, in the amount of $2,800, and authorizing the Chief Financial Officer to pay the flat rate per hour to law enforcement.
I'll motion it.
I will second, Trish.
It has been moved and seconded that the foregoing resolution be adopted. Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Next is authorizing amendment to the 2025 municipal budget to account for additional funding from the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety Mobilization for the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over statewide Labor Day Crackdown Grant.
Motion it.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that the foregoing resolution be adopted. Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Next is authorizing Borough Engineer work order for New Jersey Avenue Streetscape, Heather Road to Columbine Road, at the not-to-exceed sum of $55,000.
Motion.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that the foregoing resolution be adopted. Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Next is authorizing a licensing agreement between the Borough of Wildwood Crest and Southern Cape Stingrays for use of Higsby's Field and Morey's Fields for the youth baseball games and tournament.
Motion it.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that the foregoing resolution be adopted. Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Lastly is authorizing fireworks display at Seafair's Celebration on Saturday, September 20th, 2025.
Motion it.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that the foregoing resolution be adopted. Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera?
Yes.
Motion that bills properly authorized as submitted be paid.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that all bills properly authorized as submitted be paid. Roll call. Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Thanks, Trish.
Sure.
Okay, new correspondence, under discussion items, there's nothing listed under new business. Just go over the old business items real quick. Box truck ordinance, any movement on that? None?
Working on it.
Working on it? All right. 250th birthday committee, if you're interested in serving on the borough's 250th birthday committee, please send an email to our clerk. So there's a meeting scheduled for after September. Grass Municipal app is on hold. Historical Museum Recreation and myself met with an individual that is interested in starting the inventory and going through the items. As soon as we hear back on those details, I'll be happy to report back. Traffic calming, and on that, we're still waiting on the grant, I guess, for that Colliers has applied for. Back Beach excavation is on hold till a fall review for spring of 2026. Dredging,
Nothing, sir.
nothing? Okay. New Jersey Avenue infrastructure for the county, that work actually is underway and planning to be started after the summer. Washington CU Avenue's beach fall outfalls and capacity, we're still waiting to hear back from our grant writers on those with respect to those two projects. The Army Corps DEP Dune, we will be heading into closed session to talk with our special counsel. After that, there's nothing new to report. Nothing has changed as a result of that and as a result of last Wednesday's meeting. Borough Hall renovations, we're just waiting for the conceptual ideas and drawings from our architect after his first initial walkthrough and review.
Mayor, I want to add to that last one.
Sure.
I've received a few numbers regarding the renovations for that, and I'm hoping that they're not correct because they're extremely high. So I don't know how early we are with that as of right now. I know both sides, police and this side, need a lot of, I guess I'm going to say love to fix it up, but to what extent? Because the numbers I'm hearing are extremely high.
Sorry, whoever's on the conference line, can you mute your phone, please?
Joe, I haven't seen any numbers at all. Have you, where'd you get them from?
I got it from CFO.
Just verbally.
Okay. I didn't see anything in writing, that's why.
There's nothing in writing.
Thank you.
Okay.
I just want to keep an eye on that, because the numbers I saw were mind-blowing in my opinion, so.
Yeah, well, we'll have them go through it, and then we have to start redlining
Yeah.
things and going through it. That's what we'll have to do, or phase it, through the next couple of years.
Obviously, I'm on board, something has to be done, but at what cost?
Okay. That wraps up old business. Commissioner, do you have anything else for old business?
Good.
No, Mayor, I'm fine.
Okay. Public comment, we'll do the first round. Come on up.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Okay, so Claire Vernolican, 106 West Rosemary Road. I'm here about the frat house. So I have some questions, and I want to first say that as a result of the new ordinances that got enacted at the end of May, things have been much better at the frat house. However, they have been over occupancy. They're just not 20 kids outside the house at the same time. However, the month of August has not been so. So my first question is, after I make a complaint about an occupancy overage, what happens next? I've contacted you once, I contacted the police once.
So once you make the formal complaint, then it gets investigated. My understanding is your most recent one was, there was a violation notice sent out.
To the owner of the house?
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes,
yes.
Okay, great, okay. So he's notified then?
Correct.
Okay. So my next question is about the certificates. So I understand what the problems were with those occupancy license this year. Is there going to be any attempt to make that a readable certificate from the street with the occupancy number pretty prominent on that? piece of paper.
Yeah, safe to say, we're probably going to regroup after that, after the summer, in preparation for next year. I know that that is software-driven in terms of what is able to be printed out. So there might be some, with our vendor, that we may have to work with and so forth, but give our clerk's office some time
Okay,
to...
'cause
to
that
review
little 12 in the little corner of his certificate didn't do it for me.
Gotcha, understood.
Okay, next question. I notified Brian about garbage again at that house. Garbage cans are in the front of the house. He said that's not a violation. I understand it's not a violation. My thoughts always go to, so if every property owner in Wildwood Crest put their garbage cans in the front yard, what would it look like? So it's not a violation, but it probably should be. As I've said, that house doesn't have enough outdoor space for even the 12 people in that house.
Right. I think that's probably something we'll have to take up maybe with, potentially with our land use board. And the reason, that particular property, if my memory
It's
serves me
small,
well,
yeah.
the front, you have to decide which is the front. Is it
It's
is New Jersey Avenue the front? Because that becomes the front of the house, and then the Rosemary side becomes the side house,
The front door is on Rosemary, and I don't know why it's
Yeah,
6500 New Jersey. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so it might be as a result of the way the address sits, so it determines the front part of the house versus what's the side of the house.
Okay, I understand. Okay, my last issue is parking. So every time I come here and I ask why cars that are illegally parked aren't ticketed, whoever's answering me says we do ticket cars. So here's my latest statistic. So I can walk my dog up Columbine, and I can have to walk in the street because cars are parked along the sidewalk. There could be 8 cars parked along the sidewalk. None of those cars are ever ticketed. In my season here, I've witnessed at least 100 infractions of illegal parking. I saw one ticket on one car which was parked on the very corner of Rosemary Road, and it was left there for 3 days, and it was actually dangerous, and it should have been towed. And so my question again is, just a simple answer, why isn't it enforced? Like, you have people parking on front lawns. You have cars parked on front lawns outside of their driveway space. There's another party house on our street now. There's 7 cars parked on the front yard. People, listen, people get to know what's enforced and what's not. And if you see your neighbor getting away with something, you do the same thing. Why aren't you ticketing the cars?
To my knowledge, we, over the 4th of July weekend, there were 350-some tickets for parking violations only, and they were not meters. They were.
Well, I'm telling you.
Chief, do you have a comment on this one?
We issue several hundred parking tickets a month, and
I'm telling you about more problems. I'm telling you about the cars that aren't
ma'am,
ticketed.
if you see something, you can certainly
I don't
call
want
us.
to be a policeman. The police are up and down these streets all the time, and they pass these illegally marked cars, and they don't do anything. It's not up to me to call them.
That's not true. That's not
It
true.
is true.
Officers see violations, they issue
Don't
summonses
see
where
any.
they try to contact them who owns a vehicle.
No, not true.
Ma'am, I was parked illegally, I got a ticket.
Well, listen.
To answer your question,
My
twice.
first season here, I got a
Yeah,
ticket
ticket.
in North Wildwood. I got a ticket in North Wildwood in my first season here. The little guy on the bicycle riding around issuing tickets. Got a ticket. I never illegally parked again. When people find out things aren't enforced, like parking on the sidewalks, they keep doing it. And that's all I'm going to say, because I'm going to keep having that problem. We have too much overbuilding in this town, actually. Each property now has 2 attached houses and 10 bedrooms and 10 cars. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else?
Is this working? Can you hear me? Lisa Rippo? Is that working?
For clarity, that microphone is not to amplify in the room.
Okay.
That microphone is so that our recording devices can capture the audio correctly and the people listening from remotely.
I would like to know how many years we're going to let Mr. Mita's property sit out there looking like it's been bombed out. I would like to know the status of Mr. Mita's lawsuit. And I'm going to ask a lot of questions, so I don't waste my 5 minutes in case I get cut off. This way you can respond at the end. I find out that when people are only allowed to talk for 5 minutes, at least out at the county, and they want to cut you off. So I found that it's better to ask questions directly, and then you can go over time on the extra 5 minutes. Not that you have not been good here, because you have. You do not cut people off here. So, that's one lawsuit. That's 2 lawsuits as far as I know. And then there's another lawsuit here, Bostard versus Wildwood Crest, that's been making the newspapers. And then there's another lawsuit that just got either paid out because of an Oprah violation, because apparently we're not doing Oprah requests here. And for anybody that wants to know about Oprah requests, if they are not filled, if they are late, if you do not get the response or correct response, you have 45 days to file a grievance. Had I known that, I would have been rich today. I've not been getting some good responses from Oprah people here, and I understand there was a lawsuit. That's 3 lawsuits. And then there was also a gentleman I met out at the county. He said his paperwork was in complete order. That's his story. I gave him my name and my address. I met him out at the county. He was out there to file another lawsuit. I said, who are you filing against? He said, Wildwood Crest. That's up to like 6 or 7. So you got 2 Mita lawsuits. You've got dune lawsuits for not wanting to, I don't know, whatever, with the dunes. You've got my lawsuits coming. If I can never pin Mr. Galzunas down to answer me. So where does Mita's issues? Also, there's some lake safety issues. At the end of, I believe, where Mr. Thompson, who thinks it's okay to call me out of the blue, who doesn't even know me. Thank you, Mr. Thompson. That was a little bit of a harassment that we don't want to acknowledge here or take notice of. But at the end of his street, there's a yellow blinking light that used to be a working traffic light, I believe. Is that county or municipality there? At the end street that ends right back on Park Boulevard. That yellow light is flashing there. For some reason, can someone explain that? It's no longer a working light. Do you realize that?
I'm at, which street is that? I'm sorry.
Where Thompson's hardware store used to be, if you take that down to the bay. There's a blinking light there. There's a blinking light there. Is that municipality or is that county? Is that a county light? Like, who takes care of that light?
It's a Wildwood Crest. It's Wildwood Crest.
Okay. Can you tell me why that A light is still there and why B, it's not at the lake? Because you have a major safety issue down there. When you pull out of where, again, I know people, so Kita's house, if you go straight down to the lake there, you cannot see to make a left or a right turn out of that one-way street right at the lake. You have a multitude of people crossing there. And even though the speed limit has been dropped down to 20, when the engineers redid that whole lake area, they totally screwed up the parking and the visibility for the people that are crossing there. That is a huge problem. There's also now a problem because the lake is so popular, which is a wonderful thing, with people using the platform for the boats, and they're using it to dive off of. That is a safety issue, and that needs to be addressed before someone gets killed there. I see it every time I go there now. There are people out on motorized boats, and there are children with parents allowing their kids to jump off and swim in that area. If that's okay, that's okay, but like, it just seems pretty dangerous. Not to mention the parking, like the drive-by. And you've got the signs up there that say, watch pedestrians. Like, we need another diversion from watching where the people are crossing. Enough with these signs. Who's responsible to put these pedestrian crossing signs? What happened to the stand and wait? Or why not put a flashing light there? Make no crossing zones maybe at one corner and push them to an area where it's more visibility before someone gets killed. Someone's going to get killed at that lake. Not to mention the dog poop, which we have talked about. it's not safe to have, or it's not good to have dogs shitting down at the lake, at the school.
Bleep, 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 bleep. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. You know what? I just found out you can say fuck.
There's a kid here.
I apologize, I didn't know it was a child. But I just found that out because Mr. Galzinas tried to shut me down the very first time verbatim I was telling a story, and I just looked that up and I was told you can say that. As long as I'm not disrupting your public meeting.
There's a child here, Lisa.
I don't, I apologize, I apologize.
So-
Well,
So let me.
if I talk about verbatim and what I said,
All right.
which is what I did that day,
All right, let me do this. Respectfully, the 5 minutes is up.
okay,
Let me try to do my best to answer. I was trying to take notes on
okay.
your
Thank
question
you.
so I
And
can
do
respond back to
appreciate
you. Okay, so with respect to the Mita's lawsuit, so that is, I'm assuming that's the Ocean Holiday property that's up along the bike path. That matter was approved by the planning board. There was some individuals, a group that was not satisfied with the planning board's decision. They appealed to the judge. I wouldn't necessarily call it a lawsuit, I'd call it more of an appeal. The appeal was supported, then they reappealed it, if I'm not mistaken, and that's where it's at right now. So
That is a
unfortunately,
lawsuit.
that is, okay, so it's sitting in the hands of the judge. We're just waiting for the decision as to whether or not he's going to continue to support, or he's changing it, or whatever.
So we're going to allow it to sit there for 6 more years in limbo without issuing any
If
kind
this
of
was what, I think
evaluation?
Wild Crest's position is pretty clear, because they received the planning board approval to
Well,
allow the project
that's
to get
another problem.
started. So it's not Wild Crest.
Well, technically it started with Wildwood Crest, but look, we won't go there.
Okay. So the other one, with respect to the other lawsuits, some of them are confidential. They're still being worked out. I don't have all the information on all that, but I'm sure that when the time comes, we will be, that will be made public. The Oprah one was approved at the last one. That was $2,000.
It was a GRC complaint. It
Yeah.
wasn't,
I know what it was.
The Dune lawsuit, that is a lawsuit from North Wildwood against Wildwood Crest. We're working through all those details. As I mentioned, we have a conference call with our attorney after all this. So hopefully it's not something that I'm sure North Wildwood wanted to do. I'm not sure it's something Wildwood Crest wants to defend, but it is what it is. Everyone has to protect their interests for their community. I understand that.
And their homes too, in case a major storm blows in, so.
If we get a storm that they're saying that they're going to come here, it's not just going to be the ocean we're worried about. We better be worried about the bay too. This whole island will be evacuated.
Well, I understand that, but there are insurance.
So in the meantime, I think if you drive up and down the coast, and if you look at all the different
I love our dunes.
if you look at our shore community, we are one of the only two that has a huge dune system and a wide beach.
I love our
And
dunes.
why, if we love our beaches the way they are, just leave them the way that they are.
Well, I agree with that until it becomes a liability if you have a major storm blowing in and you've made the decision and people don't understand what that's.
It's referred to as a beach replenishment project. When you take beach away from Wild Crest, we're not getting replenished. There's a big difference.
I hear it.
So, all right, so that's the dune lawsuit. With respect to the lake safety, so the boats that continue to pull up there, that, it doesn't happen often. I actually frequent that area myself personally a lot. I do see some boats that do that. That's why the police department was helpful in working with the state police and getting the 2 buoys there to help keep them. They're duly noted to say, hey, no boats past this point. Outside of,
Are people have to swim off that platform? That's my question. Is
Yeah.
it safe for the people? Are you allowed to use that as a swimming platform?
yes, you are,
Okay.
yes.
Because it's right next to where the boats pull in.
I think I answered all. Did I miss one? I'm not sure if I missed one or not, but I did my level. Sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting. I'm not sure what
That's
that
all
is.
right. I'm more concerned about the fact that I can't believe that they're swimming there, where there's a boat launch there, and it's not a separate area where there's only specifically swimming to keep people safe.
Yeah, well, it's a busy lakefront.
Now it is, yes.
With
I mean,
with
look,
Lakeview
there's
docks,
some-
you have that, and you have people, bringing their own kayaks and
And you have
personal
real
watercraft.
problems with traffic.
Yeah, the swimmers I know generally go either early in the morning or later in the evening. Now, if there's someone there during the day, I'm not.
All day long.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Public comment.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Mike Marino.
Hey, Mike.
Hello. At a recent event,
A resident told me that a candidate running for commissioner accused me of hating the police and planning to defund and outsource our police department. Let me be clear, that accusation is false and deeply misleading. Do not hate the police, it's far from it. I'm a 20-year military veteran. I have immense respect for law enforcement officers, firefighters, EMT, and all responders. I know the sacrifices they make and the vital role they play in keeping our community safe. What I stand for is smart, effective public safety, ensuring our police have the resources, training, and support they need to serve with professionalism and integrity. I also believe being fiscally responsible for taxpayer dollars and making decisions transparent. If elected, I will lead with integrity and make thoughtful and informative choices that keep our neighborhoods safe and our communities strong. Thank you.
Hi, do I need to reintroduce myself?
No, go ahead.
I just would like an update on the Cooley property, because I was told the last time I was here that any day now, we're just waiting for the judge to sign the paperwork. Well, does it take a month to sign a piece of paper? What's going on?
I'm not aware of the process.
Yes, we're in the process of, I think, getting some quotes to have the property cleaned up.
I heard they had a contract ready to roll as soon as the paperwork was signed. That was what I was told by code enforcement.
I spoke to Chief on Monday, and he was back here. I was hoping that he would be able to, like, tell you what the process was. Basically, it is in the works. They were reaching out to the contractor and getting it scheduled either the end of this week or beginning of next week, hopefully. That was what I was told on Monday, so I believe that's where we are.
I was told that a month ago. So, is it going to be another month? Are you just waiting for the season to end? Because this is our 6th season of not being able to use our backyard because of that property.
Ma'am, I know the chief's not here, but I do know that he did meet with code enforcement. It is still a topic that they're working through and trying to get through all of those different things to get that addressed for you. I know it's taking a little bit longer than you'd like, but it's not lost or on the back burner. It's something that's actively being discussed and worked towards.
I mean, would it be helpful, if it's a matter of the judge signing a paper, would it be helpful if I call the judge? I'm, really tired of waiting. No answer? You deal with the judge on a daily, right? Don't you? Do you know the judge?
There's no judge involved. I don't.
So the paper's been signed? Is it a matter
I
of
don't
the
know what you're talking
contractor?
about. I just don't understand what you're talking about, paper signed.
I was
judge.
told by code
I don't know
enforcement.
what you were told, and
Okay, I'll tell you. I was told by code enforcement that they were waiting for the judge to sign the go-ahead order to enter the property, give them permission to enter the property to clean it up. And all they needed was the judge to sign the paper to give them
Ma'am,
the
I'll follow up
go-ahead
with you. I'll follow up with you
to
personally.
make a lien,
I'll
to
follow up
lien against
with
the
you
property.
to see exactly where we're at with that. And if you leave your
And who interacts with mosquito control and the Department of Health? Because my understanding is the mosquitoes on her property are carrying Zika and malaria and some other thing, I can't remember the name of it. And they're coming over every day and biting me and my husband and my dog. And I want to know who I get to sue when I have to go to the emergency room because I'm having fevers and et cetera, et cetera.
Oops, sorry, your question was who
The
interacts?
question is, where's the Department of Health and mosquito control and all this? Do I have to call them every single time I enter my property to come mitigate these mosquitoes that could
Yeah.
kill me or make me very sick or make everybody else very sick as they walk by?
I believe code is also working with them or following up with them, but I'll defer to Mr. Franco, and he said he'll get the facts and call you back.
Well, somebody's not doing their job because, as I say, every time I come down here, we are swarmed. And I'm tired of being swarmed. I'm tired of being bitten. I don't understand why Dave and Deb aren't here because their grandchildren got bit the crud out of when they were here. It's just, if this was happening next to your yard, I'll bet this would have been taken care of already.
Lee?
Yes, you, Mayor Cabrera.
Can I say something?
Okay.
So I've called mosquito control a number of times on our street. Mosquito control comes right away, they spray locally, and they spray the street, and then go onto properties where they suspect standing water is.
And I've called them and they've done that, but then nothing happens. I'm still getting swarmed every time I show up.
Okay, so to wrap this up, I think Mr. Franco said he'll get the details. You're going to leave your number with our clerk, and Mr. Franco will follow you up.
Yes.
Okay, anybody else? Anybody on the conference line have any public comments before we entertain a resolution to go into closed session?
Yes, Dave McWilliams, 8107. I apologize for not being there this morning, but I am immediately next door to the property that's being discussed. Contractor was in my yard at least a month ago, looking over the fence so we could see what was going on. I spoke to code enforcement this morning, actually just before this meeting started, and according to them, they're just waiting for the word to go. They suggested I call Commissioner Franco, so 774-275-0369. Commissioner, I'd appreciate a call as well. Yes, grandkids were fit to hell the week they were here, week before last.
You got it, Dave.
Okay, another couple items. Pittsburgh purchase. Pittsburgh, we're selling the property over in New Jersey, and I know we bought that with the intention of it being a parking lot when we eliminated the parking spots in front of Barry Funds and along there. And now we're selling that, so I can only assume that means the parking spots on New Jersey aren't going away. Can you help me understand why we're buying a piece of property on Pittsburgh?
So New Jersey Avenue needed the property that's for sale, needed the property that's right next door to that to make it a parking lot. Taylor Design Group, our planner, has said that the lots that we currently own, as well as the spaces that will be created when the county and the borough does its project, will actually will have a net gain of parking spaces on the street. So instead of buying the lot next to that, we decided to sell it to acquire the lot that's on Pittsburgh Avenue. If you look at the area view of Pittsburgh Avenue, that is an odd-shaped lot. So that house that sits there, the borough is going to sell the one house, buy this house, it squares off that lot, and then it creates buildable lots directly behind the pool, so that if in fact the borough, whoever down the road needs to sell it for whatever the reason, the borough is in a good position to have those lots similar to the lots that are available down by the Public Works Garage.
Fair enough. Excuse me, the New Jersey Avenue streetscape, we appropriated some money for the borough engineer. What's the scope of that, and how does it compare with the line item down at the bottom, which was, forgive me, the infrastructure pre-county, New Jersey Avenue infrastructure pre-county?
So the New Jersey Avenue,
Go ahead.
So the infrastructure project is the project that I referenced that's going to start after the summer. That has to do with the sanitary sewer systems being replaced, and the city of Wildwood to also replace their water mains as well. So that is the infrastructure part. The part that we approved via resolution is the additional work that was needed. So the borough owns the 2 blocks that are directly in front of the I'll call it Primo's, Shore Fitness, the Remax. There's those parking lots. There is grading and design and electrical work and mechanical work that had to be done that does not fall under the county's purview. So the borough had to, because the borough, that's part of the borough-owned property, we needed to hire our engineer to do the necessary engineering work to move forward with the project.
Okay, do we have a feeling for when we're going to talk about that whole business district project again?
Yeah, so
it sounds like we're doing pieces. We're doing pieces without a clear understanding of what the end game looks like.
So the pieces are moving forward. The end game is going to be a meeting at a planning board meeting where the planners will be doing a public presentation on the project. So on those 6 blocks.
Is that scheduled?
Not yet. No, we're just waiting to lock up everybody's schedule to see what's the best available date. But it'll be in the fall.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Public comment?
I'm sorry, you did not respond to the dog issue, the dog going, the dogs all on the south end take their dogs down and let them go to the bathroom on that small area where the school is. And there's clearly noted there that there should be no dogs down on the school property. So when I talk about that empty lot that I believe Mr. Williams had spoke about, if he's still on the phone, he had brought that up before, and I remember you saying that, oh, well, the neighbors didn't want that. But when you look at what's going on down there, what's going on up at the lake, which has got a lot of dogs up there too, people want a place to take their dogs, and it shouldn't be to go to the bathroom on a school property that says no dogs allowed, and then you put bags there. So it's like this mixed signal that's going on. But there's that huge empty lot back there behind where the trash gets picked up that we had discussed before. Well, and it's like an underused field, and we talked about it being like this, well, it's determined that it's an emergency situation thing. Well, what emergency situation thing would that be, and why not multi-use that? The only guy I ever see back there is a guy like hitting a golf ball. We have places all over for people. We don't have places for our dogs. We have a lot of dogs down here. It's just dog haven. And it's not okay, because I see people letting them and they don't pick up after them. I go down there with my own dog. I pick up after my dog, but I pick up other people's crap down there. And that's not okay. So why aren't we using that field, or talking about using that field? Anyway, and the other thing was, I forgot to mention, and one of the most important things is that when a couple of Friday nights ago, at the end of July, there was a 3-car collision on Charleston and New Jersey Avenue. And it was really quite shocking. The screech of the wheels, and then the collision, and I ran to and it seemed like it took the police an awful long time to get there. And in the process of talking to one of the very nice police officers that spent some time with me, as well as one of the victims that got hit, there was no previously earlier in the night, according to this police officer, not according to me, there was a fire on Cressy Avenue. You know where I'm going with this. 911 County apparently was called. This is not my story. It was told to me by an officer who got very frustrated about the whole situation with 911 County not going to the right place. I brought this up at the county. I brought it up here numerous times. Because Cressy is Wildwood and Wildwood Crest. And if the dispatchers out there at the county do not know where to send an emergency vehicle, someone is going to die. And I've made that comment over and over. North Wildwood, West Wildwood, and here in the county. If you don't know your island and you're sending your emergency vehicles to a hotel that isn't the right hotel, you have a problem. And it's a liability. And it's on the record over and over. Some kid on that lake that's going to get hit by a boat or something, a golf cart. But why did the wrong 911? It got all mixed up. And I'm asking for the records for that, because that's the proof. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Conference line, we're done. All right, we're going to entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Okay, so we have authorizing executive closed in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, specifically NJSA 10:4-12B, with regard to 2 items: potential litigation for NJDEP, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Dune Project, and negotiations of terms with health insurance.
Motion.
Second, Trish.
It's been moved and seconded that the foregoing resolution be adopted. Roll call, Mr. Schiff.
Yes.
Mr. Franco.
Yes.
Mr. Cabrera.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay, we're going to hang up.